Moonglow Bay creates a unique experience as a new slice-of-life fishing sim. However, this is not just fishing. The game manages to bring an exciting gameplay loop that gives you varying activities to engage in. But is this worth your time and money? Hello beautiful people of the world, I'm Miss Bubbles, welcome to the video. Today I'm gonna share with you my review of Moonglow Bay so I can help you decide if this game is worth your hard-earned bubbly cash.
Your first catch. 40 years, and you still surprise me.
The game is set along the eastern Canadian coastline during the 1980s, and the beginning scene is of you fishing with your partner in a town that is rumored to have vicious sea monsters. The first few minutes of the game nurtures the sense of intimacy and care that you two have for each other, but despite that, a few minutes later, you discover that this moment was actually 3 years ago. Today, your partner has been gone and nobody knows what happened to them. They were on a fishing trip and never came back. That's when your daughter drops by because she wants to help get you out of your misery and pick yourself up. In the process, you decide to open a small business where you fish, cook, and help expand the town that has been suffering from lack of trade and visitors for a while. I have to mention, you get to decide which character you want to be in the beginning. You can also pick your pronouns, your name, as well as who your partner is, also their pronouns, but you can't pick their name because I think they're gonna be called Robin no matter what their sexuality is going to be. The biggest essence of this game and what this game is all about is fishing. You start as a rookie angler who has no idea what they're trying to do. And it's safe to say that fishing in here is very simple, it's not too complex at all, and it will be very simple for you to learn. You basically throw in the line in the ocean, wait for a fish to bite, and then you use your keyboard or your controller to try and pull the fish in the opposite direction. You slowly reel it in, and I will say this right off the bat, keyboard mechanics are really bad, so I highly suggest that you use a controller. I could not figure out how to use the keyboard for the life of me in this game. Going back to the fishing though, you can use different types of bait, lure, and rods depending on which type of fish you're trying to catch. For example, you can use low-grade bait to attract small and medium-sized fish, while high-grade bait will get you medium and larger-sized fish. Also, a strong rod is designed for resilient fish, while an agile one is catered towards fast fish and so on. At first, you have no idea where fish can be found, how they look like, or anything of that sort. But you will get a journal, and in it you can log in information about different types of fish. And this information can be acquired by either talking to characters in town who will share details with you every day, or you can donate a caught fish to the museum. And this serves kind of like the museum found in Animal Crossing. Once you donate the fish, you will get some more information about it, as I stated, and you can also see them in the fish tanks within the museum. Another important gameplay mechanic is your trusty boat, which lets you capture rare fish and go to different areas in the ocean. With the use of your boat, you can either fish, lay down traps, and use your net. Really, I think we need to count how many times I said fish in this video, and we're gonna say fish a lot more, so get ready for that. Anyways, laying a trap, for instance, will let you catch lobster, and these traps are very easy to track down since you will need 24 hours to pass by until a fish is caught, and then if you want to go back to it, you will see it marked on your map, whereas the net lets you capture fish as well as debris to kind of clean the ocean and get other types of fish. And you can also use it in the sand in certain areas around the town, and this will capture certain insects that you can cook into bait. Now your boat is upgradable and you can add different things to it to make your journeys better and easier as time passes by. You can improve your engine, add a sleeping cabin, and increase its durability, to name a few. By the way, your ship is not indestructible. If you run into many obstacles, you will eventually get a very damaged boat which needs to be towed, and then you have to pay for the repairs. Another fun factor in the game is you squishing that like button and subscribing if you haven't already, because we have an awesome freaking bubbly family and I think you really want to be part of it. Like, it's just my sense. Something tells me you want to be part of it. So squish that like and subscribe button. Okay, thank you. On a serious note though, cooking is the next important part of this game. You can cook bait as we said before, but the most important thing is cooking fresh new meals to put in the vending machine that other people can buy, and this will be one of your income resources. When you begin, you have access to a little bit of dishes, but then you slowly learn how to unlock more, and these will all be logged in your journal. And to cook these different recipes, you will play a small mini game that is pretty fun and very easy to get used to. So let's say you want to make some fish and chips. You will have to get the fish out of the fridge, chop it up, fry it, then you gotta go ahead and get some potato from the fridge, wash them, chop them up, and fry them as well, if I'm not mistaken. Keep in mind that these games can be fast-paced and some of them require very fast reflexes, so just in case, I think you should know that. And then once your meal is cooked, you can place it in the vending machine as we mentioned. And it's very important for you to keep track of what is actually trending on a certain day, because if you happen to cook whatever the people are actually asking for on a certain day, you will get more money, and then there are other dishes that will grant you less money than normal. So keep an eye on what's trending so you can make sure that you're maximizing your profit. Also, not only are you unlocking new recipes as you get better with cooking, you can also unlock new utilities to help you with cooking and to unlock again more recipes, such as a fillet knife.
Huh? Ah.
Now, in my opinion, the most important and very charming aspect is the town. You'll see people wandering around the streets every day, and I really suggest that you go ahead and talk to them because they will give you hints and secrets to help you find different fish that you haven't unlocked yet, or maybe you don't know where they are. And all of this information, again, is going to be logged into your journal to help you kind of see what you have, what you know, and then go ahead and track down certain types of fish. You also have a bulletin board where you can accept 3 requests every day. Once fulfilled, these requests will either earn you money, they will increase your relationship with the person who asked for that request, or they will grant you certain items. Oh, and some of these requests will be timed, so be careful about that. And if you remember, I mentioned earlier that the town is kind of in a weird place right now. They don't have a lot of trade, which was one of the essential things that they relied on to get money. Well, to kind of fix that, the different shops that have closed down are ready and willing to open back if and only if you decide to volunteer money to help them open these shops back. Opening these shops back will help you get to know more characters, and again, if you talk to them, they will share with you some of their own secrets. Now, putting these shops aside, there are other ones that are already established once you get to the town. For example, you have Abby's Scraps, which helps you get traps, or you can go to something called Go To Tech, and they will let you buy extra gadgets for your boats. And if you're wondering, no, you can't marry or romance any of the NPCs, but you can pet the dog, and that is an extra plus for me. Graphics here were very cute, cozy, and charming. The characters kind of look like Lego and have delicate details to them. I really don't know how to explain it, but it's an adorable way of designing pixel art. The town is very wholesome overall, and as simple as things are, I really enjoyed my time running around town, going on boat trips, fishing, talking to people, and creating delicious meals. And the journal that I mentioned quite a bit now is very pretty to look at, and just the menu overall is very creative, and you will be navigating towards it quite a bit. In the sound department, there is no voice acting, so you have to read dialogue. The sound effects are good enough. You can hear footsteps, water splashes, the boat, cute button clicks and such. Whereas the most exciting part for me is the music. You guys, I did not turn it down at all, which I tend to do a lot with games in this genre. It's just so beautiful, so calming, so relaxing. It was the cherry on top for this experience to me. Now, I played this on PC and overall everything was fine except for the random lags that I had to sit through. The game would just freeze for a few seconds, and it was mostly whenever I was in town or fishing in my boat. I did hear that the developers are working on some new patches, but to me nothing was game breaking. I didn't see any save file corruption or anything of that sort. But of course I have to let you know about this because I know many of you do not put up with any kind of bugs, so there's that. But again, to me, nothing was game breaking and it didn't stop me from being immersed with my gameplay session. So should you buy Moonglow Bay after everything that we've talked about? Well, for $25, your decision is gonna depend on two things. This game is definitely worth a buy if you are itching and scratching for a cozy new game that you wanna engage in. This game has plenty of content to offer you, so many fish to cook, so many recipes to complete. It really has a lot to keep you engaged. However, if you have a massive backlog with so many cozy games that you already own, then I think the right choice is for you to wait at least for a sale, so that also maybe in the meantime the developers can work on ironing the bugs that we have right now, as well as maybe adding a little bit more NPC dialogue to keep things a little bit more lively and beautiful. But I'd really love to know, what did you think of this game? Is this something that you usually like to experience? Do you like cozy games? Let me know down in the comment section. I love chatting with everybody and I make sure to answer every single comment. I want to give a bubbly thank you to all my bubbly Patreons. Thank you guys so much for the support, and special thank you to Fantasy Dreamer, Justin, and Faye for the extra generous pledges. As always, stay bubbly, stay positive, and I will see your gorgeous self in the next one. Bye!